everyone, it's Grizz. I'm in the garage. I've got a steaming cup of tea. Flipping need it, it's a bit cold today. So today, Punisher build. What are we going to do? We're going to get the Koso, I think that's how it's pronounced, Koso digital, universal digital clocks fitted. I can't say I'm a massive fan of electrics, but I'm also not really terribly afraid of doing them. I just find it a little bit kind of slow work, so I'm not sure how long this video is going to take. Hopefully I can get it all done in this one vlog. Let me show you some of the bits and pieces that I've got over here that are going to help us on the installation. Somehow we've got to get that lot onto the bike. So this lot, what is there? This is the box in which it all came in. You get instructions. This model is a Koso Unlimited Style DB-01RN LCD meter, white backing, universal. Yeah, so there we go, that's what that is. You get a rather handy installation kind of manual how to wire things up, what goes where, and how to use the speedos kind of thing. Lots of reading to do, which I'm not a massive fan of. So far all I've done is look at this wiring diagram and get my Honda Fireblade. This is an old Haynes manual, 92 to 99. Mine's I think it's a 96, I think. Or is it a 94? I'm rubbish. Right, so wiring diagram. So out of all this, you need to basically suss out of this spaghetti maze what goes where, according towards your instructions for the wiring for the universal speedo and your manual. Now, it's actually not too bad. What I'd done was first of all just go through the wiring and write down on each wire what does what. So positive live on the key, on the ignition, and then go through to my original loom. It looks a real mess, this, but it's hopefully going to work. And basically go into the Honda manual, find the live on the ignition and wire it up to that. So yeah, basically it was that. I could have kind of showed you, but it would have been a bit boring, and hopefully I've got it right. I think it's going to be more exciting to see if this lot works than watching me actually wire it up. Now also in the kit you get fixing brackets, which for a standard size bar would be fine, but for mine it's no good because I've got flipping great big fat bars on it, and I'm going to make my own modification using this old mount which I used on the previous clocks. I will modify this basically with a bit of aluminium I've got kicking around and make the back bracket kind of fit up onto this piece of aluminium. So we'll do that as well in this video. Other things that come in the kit, actually it came with Allen keys, all the kind of screws and washers and brackets that you need for doing the pickup for the speed. You've even got ones to go onto the HT leads, which I'm not inclined to use. I'll see if I can get away without using those because I don't like putting stuff on the HT leads and kind of tapping into the main loom and ignition side of things on the bike. So we'll see if we can avoid that. So that's going to be interesting to see how I get on with that. I have also got, I bought some of these. I was on Amazon. I was going to get some more solder for kind of soldering all these up, and I saw these which I thought looked rather nifty. Can I get it open with one hand without spilling them all? Oh god, I'm gonna make a mess. Yeah, get in there. Oh, can you see that? Right, these are basically like crimps, but you just heat them up and it melts. Let me get that to focus. It melts that silver bit in the middle, the solder, and yeah, it kind of basically contracts down on the wire, holds it like this diagram here. You see that? It's not focusing very well on my camera today. But yeah, we're going to give these a go and see if it makes light work of all this wiring. First of all, I need to get the battery on the bike. I've had the battery on charge down here. I've had it on charge on and off throughout the period I've had it off the bike. So I'm going to get the battery on and get the clocks connected up and see if everything flipping works. Right, I've just actually pulled out all this wiring loom and I had a look at things, and I wanted to temporarily attach some of these up before putting back on the coil packs and the guards and stuff, but I think looking at it and seeing how many of these connectors I need to put back on, I need to put connectors back on the radiator, etc. I need to put the earth back on, which sits down here. So I think I'm gonna actually rebuild just this little area with all those bits and pieces I mentioned and get the loom more kind of permanently back in place as such. So let me do those bits and then I can start getting the spaghetti bolognese ran through and yeah, wired up and onto these clocks, and we can start seeing what we're playing with. Right, so ready for the battery. Battery in. Let's get the terminals on. Right, another week on. I'm back out for more work. Let's try and get this vlog finished. Run the video grizz. Right, so in this little video here, I've taken the rear wheel off. I'm going to get the back tyre changed over basically, but I wanted to clean up the wheel. So cleaning up the wheel using a bit of Fuchs Seal Clean wash off did a grand job. Just needed to finish it off with a little bit of WD-40 to get the stubborn bits off, but that is the rear wheel ready to go, ready to get the tyre changed. Guys, so look, it looks frightening. It really isn't actually that bad if you go through it bit by bit. Basically you've got, as I said, you've got kind of like the loom which is coming off the clocks, and then you've got your original loom, which is this bit, and then it's just a case of going through them, looking on your manual and writing down all the different ones, what they do, as in indicators, water temperature, and doing the same with these and connecting them together. The only things I kind of had more of a problem sussing out was the two lives. One was just going to the battery, so that's not really a biggie, and the other was just finding a live, which is a live off of the ignition, and that I found eventually as well off of this loom. I've also found other cool things like the side light, front side light live as well, which is handy because I couldn't find the connector that was on there. So anyway, let's now I've also put on the indicators just to complete the circuits, just to make sure everything's working right. But anyway, let's see if these clocks now will fire up. Right, here cometh the moment of truth. I think I've got everything correct now. I think everything should work. The only thing I'm not sure about, that I won't know about until I start the bike up, is the revs, if I've got that one on correctly. But anyway, so here it goes. Let's switch it on. Yay, it works. Right, indicators, they work. Cool. What else we got? Oh, flashing, high beam. That works on both buttons. That's good. Yeah, I think that's about it really. Yeah, so that's that. Right, so now I need to suss out the revs and see if we can get the revs moving without tapping into the HT leads using some wires provided. I'd rather not tap into those, so let me see if I can get that working now. Here's the clock, so I'm looking for the revs to be going up and down on this dial, which is up here somewhere. It's at the top here, I think. So I'm going to start up. Hopefully we can get it started without putting the tank on. Cover your ears. Too much choke maybe. Right, we're going to need the tank on, but I don't think the revs are working, so I probably got the wrong wire. Right, onwards and upwards. Right peeps, these clocks are working. Hold on a sec, start it briefly, hold on. Right, let's leave that off a sec. The clocks are working, they work fine. There's no problems with the clocks at all. All the indicators work and everything as they should do. The only thing I've not been able to get to work is the revs, the tacho on the top here. Now I've managed to get it to work off of the pickup, but that isn't really the right kind of conversion we need to get the revs working properly, because it's kind of not kind of condensed down enough. Now I've tried doing pickups off the coils for the revs, this is not working. I've traced the yellow and green wires. In actual fact, I had the last set of clocks. They actually should wire straight up off of this. If you look in here, there's a yellow and green wire in there. You can't see very well because the camera's not picking it up, and it transfers into yellow and black. Now that should work. That should work as my rev pickup, and it should work fine for this, but things have escalated because I cannot get it to work. So yeah, I took the back end off to see what is going on. I was going to trace the yellow and black straight off the ECU. It's all very dirty in here, so it needs a clean up. Now, this is not what I've done. Someone has stuck an alarm on there, which is all kinds of messy. And all of this wiring on the back here, that's not my work either. So it's just all really, really messy. And some of these wires here are like mashed up, rock hard. Don't know what's going on in here. This video is going to take too long for me to complete it, but basically I've been doing a lot of messing around all day. Taff is giving me a hand, and we just cannot get a normal pickup for the revs. So I think in order to get things right, I need to remove all this lot and yeah, put the loom back to standard. And yeah, I mean, this bar wasn't my work either. I don't know what that's about. That's for supporting the seat, but you know, I didn't use that, and I can't remember what I did previously. Seat's off here looking sorry for itself, along with the dirty back end that needs cleaning. So guys, as you can see, is a bit of a mess. I need to sort this out. I can't work with this. There's too many things going on which I think are interfering with the revs being picked up. I just can't get a pickup off any of the wires I should be able to get a rev pickup off of for the clocks. And I think the reason for that is all this lot on here. I need to remove all of this, put the loom back to some kind of standard state, and check through all the wiring. It's going to take me quite some time. So join me on the next one, where hopefully I sort out this problem and we get the revs working. But overall, the Koso clocks are working, minus the tachograph thing. But yeah, it's not really a proper kind of how to do it video, but what's going on with this build. There's just so many wires here that are loose on the back and crushed. It's a mess. I need to fix it. Right guys, join me on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.
You're gonna say I love you for a moment. Thanks for watching.
Sometimes I say bye.
Yeah.